to show you how to bead some dangly earrings. And once you learn how to bead this style, you'll absolutely be able to bead anything much larger like this, or even something like this. It's absolutely the same type of style. These are different types of beads. So what you'll need, some scissors, some beading string. This string is Nymo size B. Beading needles. The ones I'll use will be beading needle number 13, Silver Eye. Some beading colors, some pliers, not necessary but good to keep your needles straight. A black marker with a very fine tip like this one. And some nail polish, just clear. Don't get top coat or base coat, just regular clear nail polish. So we're gonna get an arm span of string. Cut that off. If you're using a smaller one, it's definitely going to be coiled. So what you can do is just pull taut over to get some of those curls out. Because those curls will lead to more knots and will even lead to your dangles getting curly, not laying flat. So grab a bead needle. I'm going to thread that up. I'm going to grab 2 black beads. So what you want to do is put your beads all the way to the bottom of the string. Leave about 6 inches because we're going to use that string to knot our earring at the end. So the string coming down, coming up, we're going to take the needle, we're going to go through these 2. So we're going to go once, pull it tight, a second time, and make sure the string is facing in. And we can go a 3rd time as well. You can pull it tight so that it's just tight. But you want to make sure it's flat as well. So if you pull it too tight, it might not lay flat. So we're going to take 2 more black beads. We're going to, so the tail should be in your left hand or right hand, however you're sitting it. And you're going to hold on to the beads and put these 2 up. So you want this to be coming out and this to be going in. And once you have it like this, just fix that there. We're going to take the needle and go down. So tail still in your left hand. And once it's in, we're going to just hold on to the beads and pull it down just taut so that it's laying tight and flat. We're going to grab 2 more beads. We're going to go down now. See, so don't ever go towards the string. The string's coming down and we're going to go in where it's empty. And pull that so that it lays like this. And then we're going to go up here. Pull taut. So we have, looks just like this. Grab 2 more beads. Same thing. Go through the bottom. Pull it taut and come through the top. One thing I should share that is with seed beads, these are size 11. Sometimes you get small and large ones. So when you're doing this section of the earring, you're gonna wanna make sure they're all the same size because an over large one or a very tiny one will disrupt how they lay flat on top of each other. So grab 2 more beads. We're gonna go through the top, sitting flat, go up through here. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. Go and grab 2 more beads, go up to the bottom, come down, and then that's 6 rows. We're gonna grab 2 more and that's it for this row. And go up, and that's the whole entire row. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's how it should look. So you should have your tail in your left hand still coming down and the longer piece of string coming up. So you're gonna flip it around, and we're always going to make sure that this string is held back. So you can use your middle finger to just hold it back like this. So for the next row, we're gonna grab red. We're gonna grab 2 of them, same size. So I'll come close. So there's this loop, and then there's this one. We're gonna go into the second loop. So the needle's facing towards me. I'm gonna pull it through until it looks like this. Make sure that string stays behind. We're gonna go up these 2 like this. Pull the string through. Make sure it's taut. Hold it again. And then we're gonna go just up through this one. Pull it through, let it go, and then you can just pull it taut, lay it flat, and then you have your first 2. Then we're gonna just grab 1 bead. We're gonna go up through that 3rd loop, pull the string through, hold in the back, and we're gonna go up the bead. When you go up like that, it results in it laying flat. Pull it taut. Go up this loop. So needle's always facing towards me. Pull it down, hold it back, and up the bead. So grab another red bead. It's a little too small. Go into this loop, so I'll come closer. We're going to take the needle under the loop, pull it through, and come back up that 1 bead, pull it through, and it's just going to lay flat. And then 1 more red, pull it through, go up, pull it through, and it lays flat. So we're going to turn it around again. Tail's in my left hand, string's coming up. So whenever we start a new row, we're always going to grab 2. So grab 2 black. Those are a little different in size. These 2 look good. Grab 2 black. So we have 1 loop here. We're going to go the second one. Pull it through. I'm going to make sure you hold the string back, so if it gets caught, it's not going to lay flat. Go through both beads. And then you can let the string go as it comes under. Pull it taut. pull the string back. We're going to go through just the first one. It's closer to the inside. Pull it taut and lay it flat. And then we're going to grab one black bead, same thing like we did during the red row, and we're going to do this pattern all the way into the top. There we go, look at that. So we're going to turn it around. So you want this to always be on the left hand side, this string. Otherwise it gets real confusing if you don't turn it. I'm going to go with 2 red. So we have the first loop, second loop, we're going to go in that second one. And then there we go. So this is what we're making here, which I made earlier. Next row, we're going to grab 2 black. Go under that second loop. There we go. So the next piece is we're going to do this. Oh, ow, ow, ow. We're going to do this section right here, which is where we would put the earring hook at. So we're gonna grab 6 black. Oh, that really hurt. 6 black beads. Try to get them to be all the same size. All right, we have 6 black beads on here. We're gonna go through just this one bead, just the red one. Pull it through, and then we're gonna go up this red one, so it's coming out here. I'm gonna go up here, the right side, pull it taut, and then we're gonna go back down here, and we're gonna do that one more time. So for a total of 3 times, the string goes through this area. There we go. So that looks awesome. So what we're going to do is we need to get this string all the way down to this corner. So because these earrings are real small, you can just go all the way down like this. If I did a larger earring like this one, I would go kind of zigzagged, so that way it doesn't pull the string tight and it makes the earring curve in. Since these are very tiny, that should be fine. And there we go. So, all right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna add about 5 or so black, and then we're gonna start by adding about 10 or so gold, or whatever colors you have. Because I was trying to make this line straight, some rows have less than 5, or they have 6 black here. Not all beads are the same size. All right, so let's start packing. We're gonna let's try with 6. Got 6 beads there. Then we're gonna get some gold ones. We're gonna get about 10. So we have all the beads up here. We're going to take 1 down, and we're going to take the needle and go up through these beads. All right. And once the needle's up, we're going to go just up through these 2 black beads only, since that's our bridge, our main bridge. Pull a string through. We're gonna grab that last bead and pull the string, and that way it will go all the way up. Pull it a little taut, And then we're gonna go down through these 2 black beads, the next 2, just like this. And we're gonna do that until we get all the way to the end. Looks pretty even. Then we're gonna grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna grab 12 gold beads. So pull one down. And we're gonna go up these beads. We're gonna go in these 2 black beads, and then we're gonna pull this down, pull it taut, and then go down these 2 black beads. Also, sometimes I'll just like pat them as a way to getting the beads to lie straight so they're not too tight. So you can tell it's a little bumpy, so we're just gonna put it out like that so it comes out. Ooh. And that is my TED Talk on spilling beads. Once you start beading, you will spill them all the time. So the thing is, before we bead up this string, you're gonna wanna take a second needle, or you can just undo the one that you already have, whatever works. And we're gonna put the needle on the tail. And we're going to, so that string that's coming out here, we're going to take the tail and we're going to loop it up to the 2 black beads and then 1 red. So right on top of it. So the 2 black, and then that 1 red. And then we're gonna loop it down. So once you get it through the 2 black and the 1 red, we're gonna loop it down through this red one. And we're gonna leave it there. Forget about it for the next few minutes. Okay. So let's go back to our first string, our original beading string. We have our beads ready. They are lined up well. We're going to take one down. Go up. Go up just through the 2 black. Pull it through. You can just pull it like that. And then go down the last string. Make sure you hold that tail back because you don't want to hit that string, the tail one. It might be a bit tight to go through. And if you have this type of beading needle, it will go through. But if you have a bigger one, you might need the pliers to just like pull it through gently. If it won't budge, don't force it because it will just break the beads, and that will be a huge mess. I can tell you how to fix it, but it is very tricky. Okay, so we have the tail up here, the beading string down here. Let's get our last 5 black beads. If you made it this far, congrats, we're almost done. Let's pull that one down. We're gonna take the needle up. We're gonna put it through just the 2 black. It could be tight. You can grab your pliers if you need to. Okay, I'm gonna pull it through. Pull it taut. Check it out. How's it laying? Oh. All right, so here we go. So we're gonna take both strings. You can take the needles off them if it's helpful. Take both strings. We're gonna cut them so that they're the same length, just right here. Okay, get rid of this extra string, you don't need it. So we're gonna put a gentle, just regular knot, okay? Just gentle. If it starts to curl, it's too strong, just pat it out. We're gonna do another gentle knot, like that. And then a third one. Go a little less gentle, because this is the final knot. So what we're gonna do is take those 2 strings. They're pretty long. Trim them again to the same length if you need to, like perfectly even. And then we're gonna put the beading needle on both. So this can be a bit hard. You can do one at a time if you need to. Okay, so we have a knot that's 3 times tight, a string with 2 needles on it, or 1 needle, 2 strings, and we're gonna just put it up here. We're gonna go up maybe 2 beads. Make sure you don't get anything caught. So once you have it up, you can see the knots there. Pull it a little tight. And then it flips right in. It's gone. So if I was doing a larger pair like this, I would knot that, and I would knot it again. Oh, more beads fell, that's okay. So I would knot it again. You don't necessarily have to, because these are very small and petite, but if you were going to knot it again, I would just, so we went up 2, I would go through the string that connects these 2 beads. Here we go. And then I would pull it through. Might need your pliers. Yeah. Pull it through like such. And then see this loop? I would just loop it right in there. And there's a little knot on that string. And then because there's a knot up there, you can go up the last 2 beads. Pull, and the knot's hidden again. And then there you go. I would do that a few times if it was longer and larger or heavier ones, so that they're super secure. Chop it off. And there we go. We got 2 little earrings. So if you want to level these up, this is what you have to do. If you have a black marker with a fine tip like this one, you can go in. So this is typically supposed to be on the inside, but sometimes it makes its way on the outside. So you can just paint that string black. If you just push down, the ink just falls right out. You want something that's super tiny so it gets in there. You can also just use black string, or you just paint the string black prior to doing it as well, which is I've done before. Or when I've done larger pieces, I would paint the strings individually as I use them. So I could paint it green or purple or pink as I'm beading those types of colors on. So you can even paint all these ones in the middle. And the next thing you can do is, if you have that clear nail polish, I did it to this one already, so see when I hold it like this, it doesn't bend, this part, it lays flat. Or if I hold this one, it just falls, right? So what you can do, I'll show you this in the video. This is just an old canvas board I have. I've used this type of nail polish, and I've also used this one. This one's pretty empty. They're both actual clear nail polishes. Do not get base coat or top coat. So what you want to do is just pick the side that you don't want to see, and you're going to put the nail polish on this row, the bridge, and then any up above as well. So you want to be mindful not to put it on the dangles, because if it gets on the dangles, they won't dangle. And this will also help it and prevent it from curving in. And I'm going to let that sit for 5 or 10 minutes. If you have these, you can easily open this up by pushing it sideways. Push it, oh, it'll just ruin the shape. Slip it in here. Close it up. And there you go. Look at that. Your very first earring. This is literally the same style of beading as this one or these larger ones. They take a lot more time and dedication because it's gonna look all this patterns, and use this one bead at a time, except for on the outsides you do 2 at a time. If you have any requests, let me know. And thanks for watching. Hopefully this helps you out on your beading journey. Thanks, well all in.